Hey everyone, Renegades here, and welcome back to Surviving Mars. So, first of all, a big thanks to John in the comments. Pretty much the whole series, he's gone through and I think he's watched back to back every episode so far, and giving me some tips and some of the stuff that I hadn't really been looking into because I've been kind of playing the game in the way of the game being kind of your regular RPG. Well, strategy type game. Apparently this game has a lot of intricacies that I've kind of only scratched the surface of, if that makes sense. So you had a few suggestions, one of which was to... I'm only running the game on slow mode at the moment, just to go through all the stuff that I've just tried to tweak a little bit. All your colonists have traits, so they all have likes and dislikes, just like anywhere else around the anywhere in life, and certain things annoy certain colonists. So something like this here, this open air ranch, will any vegans won't like it. So just as an example, so for something you can do to prevent the I guess the debuff from that is you can actually specify who can and can't live in your domes. So there's a few things you can do in terms of separating your colonists out in a way that will make their life better, if that makes sense. So you got this little filter. You can inspect your residents and go through and see what sort of skills and stuff they have. You can filter by quirk. So in the case of this, we can go vegan. At the moment we have 10 vegans. I think we had 10 living in here. I've hence implemented a thing to stop them living here, which is terrible. But you can see here, has decreased comfort when living near a ranch and won't work in such buildings. Has increased comfort when away from ranches, and that's all the way over here. For those looking, it's just down this corner here. It says vegan, don't worry, they'll tell you. So what the best thing to do there is, if you're going to have a ranch in a dome, the best thing to do would be to, and I think it's done by this, you can filter out, it's not a flaw, it's a quirk. So you can say no to vegans. So basically, has decreased, so as it says here, they have decreased comfort when living near a ranch. So we've got a ranch here, and I've got another ranch in one of these other domes up here, I think. Colonists with more of the desired traits would prefer this dome. So at the moment I'm just saying no vegans here. I could say yes I want tourists, or yes I want refugees, or whatever, and you can specify who lives in the dome. Colonists with any of the undesired traits will leave. So if I say no vegans, they will leave as long as they can find a house somewhere else. Colonists can walk to closely positioned domes, but will need shuttles to reach distant domes. So at the moment I've set a no vegans in this dome, and I think it's this one. This one has a ranch as well. So one thing you could do is you could put all your food manufacturing in one dome. So you could have a living quarters and a bit of food manufacturing, and then they need to have some relaxation and stuff like that. So you can hover over each of the domes. You can find out what they're missing and what the people in there want, and then modify your domes to allow them to have their bits and pieces that they want. So what I've done in this dome, and it is a pretty full-on dome, it's one of the larger ones, or this is our largest one. And this has a lot of stuff that it doesn't have. So we've got here that it doesn't have any relaxation. It doesn't, and that's pretty hefty on the old numbers here. It doesn't have any exercise. Doesn't have any drinking, gambling, or gaming. The service building's not working, so there's obviously a medical. I think it's this guy here. It's nighttime. Stop work shift. I've got 2 infirmaries in this dome. And I've realised that I've kind of mucked up with some of the way that some of these things are placed. You can see the little patches on the ground. It's a little hard to see, but you can see the darker outline. and that's for your bigger buildings. Now, over here, kind of mess this all up. This building is actually not placed right for this spot. It really should have been turned around, so I need to like rearrange a little bit. This guy's in the wrong spot. I could probably put him over here, and I've gone and, you know, really made a mess in some of these spots. I've placed down an open air gym to be built. This was the Hawking Institute. These two were already on their way for building. There was a security station here and it was overlapping, so I've broken it down and I've built it again here. We have an art store being constructed and a space bar. So you come down in here, the space bar will give relaxation, drinking and social, and the little art store will give luxury and shopping. So hopefully that knocks off a few of these and helps me out, if that makes sense. So we've got a second Hawking Institute open, second work shift. I don't know, should do this though. That's going to give us some better stuffs. Yeah, I think a second shift on. We may not have the people for it at the moment. Anyway, so yeah, game running at the slow speed just to try and finesse some of the numbers, because yeah, if you don't do it right, then you'll get, you know, the renegades. You'll get the people who just don't want to be around. So which one is it? One of these is pretty bad, and it will tell you if they're a renegade. And we've got a few people in here that are just not happy. So you don't like living in a dome with population over 30, so you know what? You really shouldn't live in this dome, because if we go back to here, no, we got 30, so they're okay. So that's probably the best one for loners. We can say, yeah, all the loners live here, please. I wonder if that's a thing. Or even this one, you know, there's 18 people. We could have just the loners living in here. The other thing John mentioned was to move the people who aren't able to work anymore. So the elderly and the children, well, they're not able to work yet. You move them to their own dome that doesn't have manufacturing in it. So this one here, we have manufacturing plants. So we need workers. So this dome itself needs a lot of workers. But this one has housing, a research lab, and a security station. So this doesn't need a lot. So I could probably like drop the research lab out of here and rearrange this and make this the elderly dome. And maybe drop another one of these apartments out. We would need to build more somewhere else. But finesse it a little. Put like the childcare center in here. So wherever that is in this place. I know I've got one. Nursery. So this one has a playground and nursery. You know, you can move those things into this dome. They've got a vista. They've got a bit of a view. And they could be nice and happy. We've got plenty of medical. So they can be looked after while, you know, living out the twilight of their life, so to speak. So there's probably a change I'm going to make to this dome as well once we flesh things out a little bit more in here. Because this is probably the better one, I think. John, correct me if I'm wrong. This is probably the better one to get going to do that. The other suggestion was to use these guys to allow me to get more of these lakes and stuff further away and be able to plant plants, so to get the area terraformed more. Got 192 seeds. We should be able to grab, where are they? This guy, and get one of them going down here somewhere. So this thing will carry water, oxygen and power all the way down to here, so we won't have to worry about these little boosts and things like that. We can run some cabling in, but you know, having this here is going to increase the ground quality, and then if we put the planter thing, we'll get trees. Probably need another one out here too, and the more we terraform, the better. So let's look at doing this. We've got, I've unpaused this, so they are dumping materials in, And I do have to be careful of what we've got. I'm a little low on metal. The Earth's back open again, so look, worst case I'll bring some up, maybe. We are still cruising over here with metals. And again, I can do the normal, let's drop a dome somewhere and mine up all the minerals around that area and fly out again. So we could do that around here. What do we got? How are you doing over here? There isn't actually much reason for this to be down here anymore, is there? This is kind of redundant. Except for maybe to like spread out a bit. What are you doing? Just chilling? I think this was going to be our next one, wasn't it? So yeah, whether it's worth like shutting down this dome, I don't know. We've got water and stuff here, but these guys, no, these guys probably do not like this place. Don't really have anywhere for them to do anything. Can I build you a bar? Can you have like a little drinking area? I just want something small. I would like there to be diner. Diners are nice and small. Okay, guys, have a diner. I mean, I'm probably going to pull this down. I don't know why I should bother doing this. Yeah, let's not. I'm going to build another dome. Another fly-in, fly-out dome, I think. Got some concrete. Let's look at... We do this. Build this dome here. And again, I'm just winging it again. We've got some underground rare metals, and we've got some underground metals here. And they're going to need colonists, so, and that's in the range. That should hopefully allow people to be here. So, yeah, I'm considering just running a cable across, or whether I just run just a few more like wind turbines. Let's just do that. Turbines it up. Oh, I should have held down shift, shouldn't I? Whatever, that'll do for now. That'll get it going. Alright, let's speed the game back up and start getting into some stuff, and we'll take a look around and see what happens. So, as I said before, let's look at building, I reckon, another lake. A lot of water. It doesn't add heaps, but it will eventually, right? That's two lakes really close to each other. Part of me wants to not worry about that there. Oh, that's done. Alright. So we can now have drones can't go on this, but rovers can. We now have the ability to bring power from here. So if I get power table, I can go. Oop. Yeah. And that should connect to here. Or is that just a... Should do power. Yeah, it's connected. And same with water. We can get water down here like that. Awesome. Again, I really would like to get... Where are those little things? How many do I have? 3. I think we need to put one down here. You. Let's get him that or over this side? Interesting. Because it overlaps there. Now we could like drop him in this corner, but is it going to give us the right bang for buck, so to speak? Put it there. And to get some power. Cool. Bit of power up to it. Little drones are cruising around. Hopefully he will be looked after. How are we going down here? Nothing yet. It's alright. Because I do have the rover just sitting here waiting to build. We just need the materials. Right. Again, do I pull this down? I'm debating it. We've got a Moxie, and all we're doing is running this water extractor. That is literally the only reason this is down here. To run a water extractor. We've got toxic rain coming in. Don't know why that went there. Anyway. We're going with research. We have an empty slot. Factory automation is a breakthrough. Yeah. And there was something else I think I wanted to like push in front of everything. Just forget what it was. I think it was fairly cheap too. Boy, can't remember what it was. Large scale excavation. Produces concrete directly from Martian soil. Yeah. Interesting. We could deal with like this one, 18,000. And some of these will give me achievements from Steam too, so all the good ones. Maybe I'll just let it go a little bit longer. Alright, what was I? There was something when we wrapped up. I think there was new planetary things, but I didn't have a rocket to do it with, did I? I kinda need to bring a rocket up. These guys have no security. So how many renegades live here? I'm not happy. How many renegades? Any renegades? Renegade. You. Jesse Kent. So we know who he is. Just grab him and like take him out. Oh, we got 3. Here we go. 4 renegades in here. So we've got two food things. Like, what are we producing in the way of food? Do I deconstruct one of these and turn it into a... You know what? Sure. Let's do this. You guys asked for it. You guys are the ones doing the wrong thing. You guys are the ones getting a security station. Take that. Right, rare minerals extractor running. We don't have any of the extra bits on it. A little bit of extra power. Bit of extra production. It's a no-brainer. Still got plenty of rare metals in it. Okay, so do I bring up a shipload of stuffs? What are we doing? Producing, yes, producing. We're doing good with everything. Really considering just bringing up some metal. Research at 55. 8.5 billion. How do we get so much money? Jeez. Do we like bring up... I don't want to bring up any more people right now. Don't need drones. I probably just need some metals. I know we're producing metals. I get it. What do we got in the way of prefabs? No, I don't really need any of that, do I? Seems like a waste, but I'm going to use this ship when it gets up. Let's go a little bit more. It's only 400 million. Launch it. Bring it up. There's the acid rain starting. No, not yet. Soon. Homes without life support. Ah, cool. Our dome is up. It has power. Doesn't have oxygen. And it doesn't have water. So. We could do the whole... what am I looking for? Nope. 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 What am I... Life support? Moisture evaporator. Evaporator. Is that where your pipe connection is, or are you just having a land of me? And a moxie? Get them built. Then we need to look into, you know, making this a mining colony, so to speak. Ship is ready to land. Bring him on down. And it comes. It'll get emptied. 7 hours of toxic rain happening. I wish it kind of just showed you where the majority of it was going on. I think I had that down there because of the toxic sludge, didn't I? Alright, so you... Insufficient water. You producing water? 1.5? Do I need to pipe you up, maybe? Yeah, like it's connected. Tried to put it in that corner. Alright. And then like here.
Crop failure reported.
Thanks. Is that how we do it? The water didn't connect. This one did. You did not. Why? It's terrible. It's terrible. It'll do. Okay, crop failure. Where was that? That one here. Well, I don't know why I put food in here. This is only one person working there. Do I need two? Is this really where I should have been doing it? Food production's all over the shop. That's fine. Let's have a look around for nasty acid rain stuff. Just in case. Up on the plane up here. Plateau, I should say. Don't see any bad stuff. It may still show up. No, don't see any down there. Did we get away with that one, did we? Cool. Oh no, there it is. I knew we'd have some somewhere. So normally I would send you. Don't have a drone hub here. Drone hub. Build me a drone hub. That other one is too far away. And we're gonna need more power. I want to build a cable between, but... Okay, once we get that drone hub going, I need to move this guy close to wanting to put, like, tanks and stuff down here. life support.
Crop failure reported.
Yep, awesome. So that's that one. You know what? You guys just like terrible. You know what? Just go away. Not worth it. Let's see. No, ship cannot fly. You are not going anywhere, my friend. Let's put a basic water tower here and basic oxygen tank. There. Cool. So we have planetary. Project Dawn needs an RC Explorer for 12 hours. Send it, my friend. Send it. It's going to unload all the rare metals now. Oops. Cool. One of my explorers should go and deal with that. Right, is that up? That one's up and running. It has... How many drones do you have? 6. You... No, not the drone. You... I would like you to go here, please. Take your friends, pack up your stuff, and get out. Okay. So, this is going to be a work dome. We're going to need... I want it to be comfortable. So let's look at a couple of smart complexes, maybe. Start with one, and then we'll build... Metals extractor. Metals extractor. How much power do these guys take? 5. So if we give them like their own wind turbines, that's enough for them. Cool. Ooh, there we go. Following a signal of exact mathematical sequences, the expedition has discovered a tiny probe buried in the sand. When approached, the probe projected a message of complex ciphers and codes. It's definitely something of human origin, no aliens there, better or worse, but questions still remain. Who put it there? What was the message? What's the purpose of all this? New technology has been revealed, the cipher. Research it to decode the signal's meaning. Ooh. So that is... something that will have shown up over here? Isn't that where the like name ones go? Is there something that... Honestly, I thought that's where they where the breakthrough stuff goes, you know, all the story little bits. The wireless power prefab, frictionless composites. Guess not. Cipher will be around somewhere, I assume. See what happens. Okay. So this will get building and we'll be able to get people down here. And what we'll do is let's filter. I want people who can work. So age group, I don't want seniors. I don't want children and youths. Okay, so it can only be adult and middle age, so apply that. Go back. Should we just get engineers down here? Or who are the ones that work better? Extractor buildings. Factory. So if we just get just geologists, and obviously we do want the ability for people with no specialization to work down here too. Officer, dining and social, apply, and quirks. No, can you like, can you do renegades? No. Cool. And then what we need to do with the specialization bit, geologists like drinking, Interest is plus drinking minus relaxation. So does that mean they don't like relaxing? So, but they like drinking. So obviously in this dome, we want to give these guys stuff to do. So a bar. Yeah. And they're going to need some sort of food. So like we'll build the obligatory grocer in the middle. Let's bring this back up here. Land our ship back down. Awesome. So hopefully I can start to manage the domes that I have.
Resources are low.
As oh really? What do we do there? Burn through them. You please don't do that. Okay, there was one more, wasn't there? There was Project Commodore. 6 engineers, 12 hours, and we'll get new technologies. So let's just send them. It'll go once it's refueled. Alright. Alright, I just looked at the time. I need to wrap up the episode. Thanks everyone for watching. John, I hope this is what you were meaning. That's not working. You need seeds. Let me just order a... can I do a resource specific seeds depot? Yeah. Desired amount will be
complete.
5. Cool. Factory automation is researched. Very nice. We've got a couple of empty slots now. Do I do something like... I don't know. I really don't know what to research next. I'd like to get some of these bigger things done, but I'm yeah, really not sure where to go next. So if you guys know, let me know. I'd like to see what other ideas we can push through. I haven't seen that other research unlock though, so maybe I've already got it. Anyway, for now, let's jump back. This should get going in a moment once we get some things down here to deliver me some seeds. Because yeah, everything else, hopefully someone will deliver seeds. I need to look into these factories. You are machine parts, you are electronics. Can I do the automation? Increases workspaces by 2. This guy has a lot of engineers. This one just sort of has a lot of no specializations ones. So if we do this, that's going to take 2 engineers out of here once it's done, and that'll make 2 more available for this over here. So hopefully let the game run a little bit. And we'll see if we can get these things built. 1 of 5.
Anomaly analyzed.
Ooh, nice. 3,000 researchers. Okay. Oh, you're done. So there's 2 less here. It's not going to help, but when this one gets the 2 less, these 2 guys are going to work here. I hope. Fingers crossed, right? Fingers crossed. Wow, I went from 5. Oh, 2 less per shift. Cool. But hopefully that means they'll move over to this building instead. And in which case this will be more productive. We're only producing 8. Yikes, we are actually running at a loss. I am going to need to get more up here. Didn't I build a second one of those guys? Right here. Yep, let's do all the stuffs. And hopefully we can get that producing more. And we'll be good. For now though, thanks everyone for watching. Please leave comments down below. Hope you're enjoying the series. And I'll see you next time. Bye now.